did it.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Alyssa Deja, and I'm here today with the Bell 7 Stars team, including the founder, Isabelle Pierre, and her son, Jean Baptiste.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
y'all.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. This
Oh
means
my
a lot to
God,
us.
it is an honor to be here. Little background. Steve is one of my closest friends for many years. This is my first time meeting his lovely mother. I am a avid fan, user, and customer of Bell 7 Stars. I have their leave-in conditioner right now and a cream on my face, and I'm glowing. So thank you, Bell 7 Stars.
You're welcome.
I would love to just dive right in. These products are amazing. So I would love to know a lot of things. One, the name. Let's start with the name, Bell 7 Stars. Where does that come from?
Oh, you maybe I can introduce myself a little
Yes,
bit.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Isabelle Pierre, and I'm a licensed cosmetology. I hold a degree on gerontology, and also I'm a mother with 3 beautiful boys and 2 handsome
Grandkids.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Wow. And so, how long does the Bell 7 Stars journey go back? Because you've been doing this for a while. So where did it all start, and how did it start?
Yes, started with my firstborn.
Okay.
Yes, he was suffered with asthma. And I remembered while I was in my country, my mother used to make a home remedy. And then I follow her footstep. I tried to do the same at that time. And I was cooking some coconut oil for my son. And I add a little bit on my recipe in there. And after a while, I give it to him, and my son become cured
Wow. Of asthma.
from asthma.
Yeah. My oldest brother, Reg, he used to suffer from asthma. But if you look at him now, he has no problems.
Wow, that's
yeah.
amazing. So you created that first remedy, and then how did it turn into leave-ins and creams, and what was the inspiration behind the
before
growth?
that oil turned to leave-in cream, I remembered I went back to college, and then while I was in the lab, and I have a professor there was teaching us all the little creature, and then at that time the little creature wasn't on my mind; it was my oil.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, and I was a beautician. Remember my introduction? I'm a beautician, and then I want to combine the oil for health with hair and skin. And then I asked him a question. I said, Professor, I'm a beautician. I wanted to bring that oil to my customer, and then not for drinking, just to put it on the hair and on the skin. And he said, you have the base. That was the key word. He said, if you have the base already, if you have the base, and you can add anything you want. And then at that time, they didn't have a technologies like that. I went to library. I'm old-fashioned, remember? I went to the library. I do my research, study herbs and stems, all kind of the trees, all kind of ingredient, and that's why I start Bell 7 Stars.
Wow. Wow. So you realized you had a gift for making products and creams and using your oils and your knowledge. And when did you decide, I'm going to name it Bell 7 Stars, and this is going to be a passion of mine?
When I know early age, I believe in creature, I believe in God. And anything I do, I pray first. I remember I used to go to church, and my prayer, excuse me, my prayer used to say, God, anytime somebody using my product, touching my product, and bless them with the family. That until today is the same thing. When I open my computer, I do the same prayer. Anybody who purchased that product, for God to help them and bless their family. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Okay. And does the 7 stars in Bell 7 Stars. Is that a symbol for something?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm glad you asked me that question earlier, but I'm trying to make it short. Yes, Bell 7 Stars coming with my children.
Okay.
One day we try to name because at that time, remember, I only have the base. And we tried to create the name for Bell 7 Stars. And my son Steve, he was so tiny and so small. He's a good-looking guy now, but he wasn't good-looking at that time. And then he sat, all of them sat on the floor, and I raised them to believe in God, you know? Anything they do, they have to mention God's name. And he said, Mommy, yes, your name is Isabelle. We're going to call it Bells. And I said, yes. And I said, what about the stars? Because we have to give a theme because the product is
Yeah.
based to natural product and we have to give a theme. And he said, okay, we're going to draw a little trees. And I said, yeah, but we 4 of us, but I have to put God first. And we put God. At that time, I was I'm not going back to religions, but we put God, we put saint, we put my name, we put his name. Each star belongs to each one of us we adore and we love. That's why we call it Bell 7 Stars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
each
beautiful.
stars means something for us.
Wow, there is so much love
Yeah.
and prayer and blessing behind all these products.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. Wow. So, what has been the hardest part in this journey of creating these amazing products? I mean, they are all natural. So, you've had to source a lot of things, do a lot of research. And I'm going to ask the other side of the question too. But has there been a challenge in creating this product?
Yes, it was a lot of challenges for me because remember, I'm a cosmetology and I'm not a science. Then to do a product, you have to have a knowledge of science. But since I already have the base, and when I applied for my trademark, and the government said, like, the minute your family, your friends, at least 3 years using the brand, and then it's time, if you ready to bring the products out there, it will be the time.
Okay.
A lot of testimony, and some of them bad, some of them good. But the hard part was like to mix in the product. And we mix it again and throw in the garbage, and we throw in the garbage. And then when my friends, sometimes I tried on my hair, sometimes I become bald, some try the hair going back. But thanks God, nothing happened on my face so far. To keep me my beauty.
Yeah.
And then all my family, they were there for me on the bad time.
Yeah.
They were there for me. Then it's a long journey because I started one oil since 2003.
Wow, 2000.
2003,
Wow.
yes, and and I have that trademark. The 2001, but the trademark is 2003.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it has been a long
long
journey. Oh,
long
it's amazing.
journey.
What has been the most rewarding part of the journey so far?
The journey, the beauty of it so far is like I had one oil at that time, but that oil was working and it was for hair and skin. It was one oil combined with 2. You can apply it on your skin, also you can apply it on your hair. And then since that product was selling so well, everybody who purchased it, they love it. And I didn't have any knowledge of technology to bring the couple products out there. And then my handsome son came. And then he said, Mommy, we have to bring multi products out there because you have only one product. I say, well, if you're ready to work in the team, welcome. Let's do it. Yes, that's why.
Okay, wow. And I think that is a great segue to Steve. And let's
Yes.
take a moment to talk about you. If you want to give a little background to you and who
Sure,
you are.
sure. So, my name is Steve Jean Baptiste. I'm my mother's youngest son. One thing I like to mention about Bell 7 Stars, I've been there since day one. Like, I was born in Bell 7 Stars, you know? I've grown up using the oils, the creams, like all the remedies my mom talk of. When we get sick, we go to her.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new for me. This is just my life. So one thing that I'll say about me and my mom and this journey it's been so fulfilling to actually like come back full circle, to be there from the origin, now come back and be able to help. It's truly a blessing. So I'm happy to be a part of this. But yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm a business major. I'm also in tech. I do a lot of things with nonprofits, as you know.
Yes.
You know, we work together. But I'll say like the highlight of my life right now is Bell 7 Stars. This is my priority. So that's why I'm here right now with my mom.
It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So, like you said, I mean, you are one of the stars of the 7 stars.
I'm
You
one
know,
of the
this
stars,
is,
yeah.
you know, your origin story. At what point did it transition from, you know, this being your mother's products and your mother's remedies to, I really want to commit to this and join the team? What was that moment like, and, you know, what inspired that transition to like, I really want to, you know, put my all into this and really help, you know, expand Bell 7 Stars?
Sure. So I think we have to go back to the origin, like I said. So I was there from the very beginning. I remember like late nights, right, on school nights too, we'll be like up bottling the oil. You know, my mom be making the recipe, and it was just a part of it. Like it was just part of the lifestyle. So I've always like known that this is just something that my mom was passionate about, and I always knew like she's passionate about me as well. So like her brand, myself, to connect those two, it was what it was.
Yeah.
So as I got older, you know, my mom has always been the best role model, the best provider for me and my older brothers. So it's 3 of us, single parent household. She's done everything to provide for us. So there was a point in time where my mom kind of slowed off on the Bell 7 Stars and just to put food on the table, just to provide. So she somewhat sacrificed her dream for her other dream, which is her son's. So it's always been in the back of my mind, when I'm old enough, I'll be able to like kind of reignite that passion for her, reignite this dream. So it was always like full circle, always come back to it. And now we're in a position to come back. We're booming, business is great. So it's always been that. Like I've always had a calling to come back to help. And now I can help. I have resources, I have the knowledge, we have the team. So it's been a blessing.
That's beautiful. Wow,
Thank you.
what a
Thank you.
story. What a story. The
Yeah.
mother-son combo. Isabel, what does it mean to you to be working with Steve? You know, he's not just your son in the house, you know, helping you bottle products, but he's really joined the team and is really part of, you know, the force behind Bell 7 Stars. What does that mean for you?
It meant a lot to me. Yes, because I only stay behind the curtains and do the products. And since I know he's out there, do the contents and do the marketing stuff. But at the same time, sometimes it's hard because to hear his voice screaming at me.
Backwards,
Let's be real. Let's be real.
It's so backwards.
Oh my Lord, especially when I make a product and the first batch worked very well and the second one turned bad. He said, Mommy, you have to focus, Mommy. You have to do this. I said, Steve, I have to focus. I have to read. I have to do this. And leave me alone. Leave me alone. Sometimes I cry. Yes, I do.
It's a lot. We're asking
Yeah.
of a lot from my mother, but she's a superstar. This is why I feel like I'm where I'm at in my life. I see this woman work day in, day out, work all types of hours, getting this stuff done, no matter what is at cost. Like she just gets it done. So, like I know I yell at her and I get mad and stuff, and she yells at me and she gets mad at me. But it's because we want to see this brand go where we know it can go. You know, this is like, it's like miracles in a bottle. I feel like the world needs to know. I've known my whole life. Now it's time for the world to know. Yeah.
Y'all gonna have me crying. So
And one thing I can add, sometimes when it's too much, my second son, he used to be like Steve, but now he's mature. I have to go to him and go talk to Steve because sometimes it's too much. But I know Steven listen to Max. And then I pick texting. I said, can you talk to him? And sometimes I go to the kitchen. Sometimes I go to the bathroom. I said, he closed his door. Talk to him right now. Because it's a lot of good challenging. Yeah, we love what we do.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be creating, you know, a next level of a bond between all you guys, really going through this journey together.
Absolutely. To see, growing up, to see how hard my mom works, and now to be there working with her, it puts it all in perspective. You know, it's a beautiful thing.